Anyway, the network is usually popular during a time of transition. When?
Oh, no, they kissed, I think. I can't remember.
It's not.
Can you imagine standing up when you were president saying, it's not my responsibility? I take no responsibility. It's not, I mean, literally. Literally.
Those words didn't come out of our mouths while we were in office.
I don't understand his inability to get a sense of what people are going through. He just can't relate in any way.
Well, and one of the things that I have always known about you, Joe, it's the reason why I wanted you to be my vice president and the reason why you were so effective. And it all starts with being able to relate. If you can sit down with a family and see your own family in them and the struggles that you've gone through or your parents went through or your kids are going through, if you can connect those struggles to somebody else's struggles, then you're going to work hard for them. And that's always what's motivated you to get into public service.
Enough electoral votes, more than 270, more than enough to become the 44th President of the United States. He will be the first African-American president of the United States.
I've been broke all my life, but I kept hope all them nights. You see business in my city? Yeah, they closed all them twice. I was just riding down Salem, all them damn potholes, I can't drive. I know y'all can fix it faster, but I know y'all won't try. Don't nobody care about us, and that's why I don't vote. Voted for Obama back in 2012, I remember that's when I had hope. He was saying, yes, we can, and everybody got less food stamps. And when I turned 21, I was still broke, I'd never vote again. I don't think I ever had a president make my life better. Did it all on my own, ain't no politician ever do a nice gesture. I don't even know the mayor's name, I ain't never seen her one time ever. Tell me how she gonna help the city. What I'm supposed to do, write letters? What I'm supposed to do, blame Trump? He ain't never really gave a, ain't nobody raised minimum wage. None of these jobs pay enough. I think they just wanna keep us broke, cause they ain't putting nothing in place for us. This how all my people feel, but we gotta learn, we complained enough, let me change it up. Everything I just said, everybody I know think the same way. See, they don't wanna see us vote, and we never do, so we see the same thing. But all our votes really do count, and they'll never really let it show. So now I'm finna break it down, cause if I don't, you would probably never know. First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us, it was 3 branches of the government. We forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor or the governor and the president. Now none of them 3 people make no laws, they just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on, we was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch, yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know at all. So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do, okay y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum wage, but we ain't even really know it though. So you know how back in 08, when we all voted for Obama, we was all supposed to go back in 2010 and vote for the Congress. Cause they the ones make child support laws, they the ones choose if your kids at school get to eat steak or corn dogs. The State House make the court costs. So if the country failed, then you can't say it's them, it's your fault. Cause y'all ain't know to vote for Congress members that was for y'all. And they don't gotta leave after 4 years, and we just let them sit. See, they don't wanna tell you this, they want you to focus on the president. Now the third branch is the judicial, that's judges. They the reason why John Crawford and Trayvon ain't had justice. So when Meek Mill got locked up just for popping willies, we blame the judge and not the city when they let her get voted in, cause they ain't know who to vote against. Imagine life on the other side. Roads better, schools better, everybody get their license back, grocery store food better, custody of your kids back, homeless people get new shelters. If we gon' fix the U.S., we gotta start with them 2 letters, me and you. Somebody told us that the government wanna keep us broke, but the only reason why those people in the government is cause we ain't vote. And I ain't talking about the president, I'm talking about the ones we ain't know. See, they was gonna try to keep it low, but it's gonna hurt them when they see the pros.
Every time you stay home, someone is making a decision about you, making decisions about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the food your kids eat, and how much money you bring home every 2 weeks. So every time you sit out an election, every time you don't show up because you think it doesn't matter, someone else is happy that you didn't show up, so they can make that decision for you. Vote.
Good evening. Welcome to Motives with the Motivator. I'm your favorite motivator, Joshua J. Raby. Wow, jam-packed a lot of information in for you guys. Quick, fast, and in a hurry for this evening's day 2 of the Democratic National Convention taking place in Milwaukee. Of course, this convention this year is digital. What does that mean, Josh? Well, that simply means that we are streaming the DNC from Milwaukee. Certain limitations of people being in there. Others are recording their speeches and their votes from several different places. Tonight, y'all, we have an array of speakers that will be speaking at the DNC. I'm going to try to read off just a few of those names in just a second, as soon as we can get it. We have some guests that are going to be joining us this evening. First, of course, he's the new chief political consultant right now for the show. He is former city councilor of the city of Bessemer. My good friend, Cleo King. We're going to see if we can bring Cleo in. Hey, Cleo.
Hey, Josh, how's it going today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, man. Just thankful to be here with you today.
Excellent. All right, so what are we expecting? This is day 2. Day 1, first off, let's go back to day 1. Powerful, right?
Powerful, man. Powerful. It is what it is.
Right,
you know?
Right. Listen, I'll tell you my 3 favorite points of last night. Hearing Bernie Sanders, hearing Republican leaders say they are voting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and then finally the First Lady, just her. Man, listen, I couldn't sleep last night because I kept playing her speech over and over again. That's how powerful it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, she's just a powerful house. You know, girl from South Side of Chicago. You know, just say that she's just everything that the country needed to hear. We heard last night. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything from other speakers, but to reassure. I think it resonated with a lot of individuals who listen, those individuals, especially in particular, those moms, Black, white, Latino, whatever color it is. But I think voters who supported her, more particularly those who supported her book, Becoming, those women who were supportive of her throughout the years, definitely I think her message resonated with those individuals. It was epic, it was sharp, and it was real. And so I think people felt the sense of urgency from that message with Michelle Obama last night.
Absolutely. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually streaming directly from the DNC's website this evening. That is where we're getting our live feed of the convention this evening. Cleo is monitoring from his place right now. What are we expecting tonight?
You know, I think we have another great slate of interviews going to speak from former President Bill Clinton, Sally Yates, former Secretary of State John Kerry, Representative AOC, and of course, Dr. Jill Biden. I think what you'll hear from her tonight is giving you a more personal, up close relationship about what it is that her and Joe Biden has and how she actually know hand in hand what he's capable of doing and telling the American people that he's up for the job. You know, as former First Lady Michelle Obama said last night, that the commander-in-chief we have now is way over his head with his job. But I think we can hear from Dr. Jill Biden tonight expressing her support for her husband and assuring the American people that he's up for the job to serve as the next president of these United States.
You know, it's always good to hear the presidential nominees on Democratic tickets spouses speak on their behalf. It's almost like saying, hey, it's a 2-for-1 deal. You get both of us, and this is what you're getting.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So I'm looking forward to all these individuals speaking. Of course, I just named a few, but we do have more coming. But their message is clear. It's solely about unifying unity and coming together to move America forward. I definitely think what Joe Biden will bring. Of course, we know that we all supporters of Democrat, but Joe Biden is a uniter. He knows how to reach across the aisle and get things done on the basis of bipartisan support. And so we just look forward to individuals talking about what Joe Biden can bring to the table.
Absolutely. I from my understanding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think our very own representative, Congresswoman Terry Sewell, is supposed to be sharing a video this evening. Or is it tomorrow night? Tomorrow night's the actual vote casting, correct?
Yeah, I think earlier today, last night, she actually pre-recorded her event practicing for, and actually she did it in the historic Edmund Pettus Bridge. I shared that not long ago on my social media page, but she's preparing there to make her statement in support of the delegates for Alabama. And so
and I think today we're going to be some of the rising stars of the DNC. Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin is listed. to be listed. I think Atlanta, Georgia Mayor Keisha Lance Bottom is also said to be listed as one of those top Democratic rising leaders in the party that will be speaking either tonight or tomorrow night, correct?
Yeah, definitely. So now AOC is speaking tonight. We know that she will bring force and bring that energy, that era support tonight as well. So I think it's going to be another fantastic, energetic night tonight as well. So we look forward to it.
Definitely. And we're zooming in, you guys. We're preparing now to go live into the convention. Once they give us the green light that they're going to go. So we're actually streaming from the DNC's page tonight. Last night, I want to thank NBC and ABC for allowing us to stream on there for Motives with the Motivator on last night. Milwaukee. We're in Milwaukee for the DNC. I think this is interesting. They went to a place that not many people will talk about politically as a political place, right?
Yeah, definitely. And so I think Milwaukee still has set the tone, but set it differently because of where we are with COVID. But I think they've done a good job so far. They've kept the speeches at a minimum. And I think they've done a good job as far as streamlining. So with the concerts, with people screaming from their home, to make it inclusive, to make individuals feel like they are part of this convention, this historic convention for the DNC. So hats off to DNC for their efforts in doing this.
Absolutely. And I have a little surprise for you guys before we go into the convention. We will be seeing a few Alabamians that we personally know, which are watching. Let's go live now.
Sounds good.
We'll give it a second for him to get his sound together. There you have it. Second night of the DNC convention is called into order. All three standing committees have spoken, have approved the rules, the credentials, and platform for tonight. We are getting ready to go into the convention in just a moment. Trying to see. Let's see if we can bring him in. All right, before this gets started, Cleo, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
All right. We got with us also, ladies and gentlemen, she is the Union Affairs Chair in Jefferson County for the Democratic Party, as they are. Well, we're going to do the pledge of allegiance.
One nation. One nation. Under God. Indivisible. With liberty and justice.
Hey, Cleo, can you hear me?
I'm here now. Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
While we're waiting for they're remembering some of the keynote speakers of the DNC. We're going to bring in now another political analyst. She's the Union Affairs Chair for the Jefferson County Democratic Party, Ms. LaTanya Millhouse. How you doing, Ms. Millhouse? Mike, hey, how are you?
Hi, guys.
Hey, Tanya.
Thanks for inviting to the boys club. You know, women run the club anyway.
Absolutely. As they're doing the keynote speakers, they're remembering the keynote speakers. I'm just being amazed with some of the people that they're showing right now. LaTanya, what are we expecting to see tonight? You were not with us for night one, but tonight you're here. What are you expecting to hear?
Well, what I'm expecting to hear tonight is what our plan is for us. I know we're motivated, and I need our people on the ground to get motivated and start making calls and start working. We can't knock on doors, so we need to do some calling, some digital door knocking with friends on Facebook, social media. I've had people tell me, "Oh, I'll volunteer in October." October is too late. We cannot take this race for granted. We need to be working right now, reminding our friends, signing up for absentee ballots, because it is what it is, snail mail. It is a process. And so we need to be working on that right now, absentee ballots. We can't wait till October. October is going to be too late. And we're expecting another wave of the coronavirus during flu season. So who's to say we're not going to be quarantined again? What does that look like when you already got a shortage of poll workers because some of your elderly don't want to work the polls now? What does that look like when we are quarantined again and some of the places are closed? What do you do? How are you notified that the places are closed? Where do you get the list? Are you going to be online? You know, and what is that plan B? What is your plan to vote? That needs to be the thing right now. What is your plan to vote?
And on those lines, I think Secretary John Merrill released a statement earlier today that encouraging individuals to go ahead and vote if you're able to. He said, I didn't read the entire article, but I do know that he did put an article out stating that if you're able to, go ahead and get your absentee vote in, request that in as soon as possible, because we possibly could have some delays in the votes here in Alabama as well. So you're dead on target, Tanya.
Yeah, and here's the thing with that though. Go ahead, Josh.
Well, I just want people to be clear. Right now, they're doing the welcoming greetings. You may see some of your representatives and local elected officials. There's our mayor, Randall Woodman, who just made an appearance at the DNC. Go ahead, LaTanya.
But here's the second part to that. We also know that it's a process to complete the absentee ballots. You fill out the absentee ballot, you put that inside an envelope, you sign that, then you put that inside another envelope, and you have to have that certified. Yay, there's our mayor.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to put that inside another envelope to have it mailed off. So if that process is not done correctly, your ballot is null and void. So not only ordering that absentee ballot, but also being able to follow that process is going to be key.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to seeing the process tonight. I'll tell you what exactly, because I'm going to pick on you for a second. What is the process right now? How are the unions feeling in Alabama about things?
Birmingham hadn't had a mayor this young in 120 years.
We ran for office. Can you hear me?
No, I heard our mayor speaking. Yes, I heard our mayor speaking. I stopped because our mayor was speaking at the time. Looking just like we are, quarantined. So they haven't been meeting. Just like we haven't had meetings at the library. So a lot of this is going to be digital. I'm looking at our mayor speaking. Sorry. So a lot of this is going to be digital. We're having digital meetings. And so everybody needs to know that there are other ways to communicate. And I know people say, well, everybody's not on social media. Well, I'm sorry. The pandemic has really cured that for us, because most of your elderly could not attend church without getting some type of social media, being Zoom, Facebook, or something. And so 80% of your elderly or those that did not have social media have some form of social media at point, because that was the only way of actually getting out of the world, either attending church, seeing their kids, their grandkids. There was no in-person contact. So a lot of that has been remedied. Just about everybody has some access to social media. They do Zoom, Facebook Live, or something.
Small business owners, like the ones who shop
And so we need to
These are
use
some of the
that
rising stars, from my
to
understanding,
reach our
and
voters.
leadership of the DNC, y'all, across the United States who are speaking right now. We did see Mayor Randall Woodfin, Tennessee state rep in there. Tons of young, vibrant Democrats of all size, race, age, gender, saying they're supporting Vice President Joe Biden. What we're going to do is we're going to go back live into the convention where this video is feeding. Latonya and Cleo will be back in momentarily with me. Kind of dive in to some of the speeches tonight. Stay tuned. Right here on Moses with the Motivator. Hold on, we got a little technical problems.
our Constitution, uphold our laws, and work on behalf of the American people. But from the moment President Trump took office, he's used
Can you hear me?
his position to benefit himself. The moment President Trump is used, he's trampled the rule.
All right, as we're listening to Ms. Yates, sorry, y'all, we're having some technical problems here. I'm being producer by myself tonight. Latonya, I know that you have some things you have to do to prepare for something interesting on tomorrow for the convention. But what should people be listening for tonight? What should they really listen for tonight? And what do you want to leave people with?
It's a constant attack by the FBI, the free press, inspectors general, federal judges. They all have one purpose.
Okay, Cleo?
Any check on his abuse.
Can she hear us?
But simply,
I don't think so.
He treats our
Latonya?
country like it's his family business. This time,
I actually think she's frozen.
moral authority at home and abroad. But
Okay,
our
you still have, we still hear,
country belongs to all of us.
take us,
Joe
we still
Biden
hear,
realizes that.
You see her, you see her in Millhouse?
Putting our
no, I still hear Sally Yates speaking.
Says never back down from a
Okay.
challenge or a bully. He summons the best in us and lives by the values that define us as Americans. Service, integrity.
Yeah, I think you need to adjust it.
Okay, hold on for 1 second, y'all.
There are countless stories of Joe Biden reaching out to someone. in their life.
All right, can you hear me,
We need a president who respects our lives.
Latonya?
Can she hear?
I don't think she can hear us, but she sees. Okay, Cleo, I'm going to let you answer that question, and hopefully we can get Millhouse back in later on.
So I think what we'll hear tonight is everyone talking about what a leader Joe Biden is, how he can unify, how the Democrat has changed the narrative for the overall platform. As we've seen earlier, how they discussed what the platform for this convention will be. And I think that most of the speakers will talk about that this crisis that we're in up under this administration. I see one of my colleagues showing it as well. But how we actually can unify this country with Joe Biden as the next leader, commander in chief in office. And so we definitely, I think majority of the speakers will be talking about the leadership that Joe Biden brings to the table. Back. Can she hear us?
I got a message saying that she was able to connect. Latonya? Are you're not on mute.
I see her, but we can't.
Right. Hey.
We can't hear you.
This is what happens when you're live streaming a Democratic convention. We know you see us, but we can't hear you. We can't hear you. So I'm going to put you back in the green room. Hopefully we can get you fixed. Chuck Schumer is actually speaking right now. We're talking about the greatness of what Joe Biden exemplifies to be president of the United States of America. And so that's what this is. Cleo and I are going to be in for a while tonight. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to let you guys see the full remainder of the convention. And I think before Dr. Jill Biden speaks, Cleo and I will come back. Is that right, Cleo?
Sounds good. Yes.
All right. So you guys enjoy the Democratic National Convention, and we'll be back later. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The roll call has been called. The roll call has been called. Joseph R. Biden is the Democratic nominee officially for the Democratic Party. Y'all, I can't tell you how truly I am in tears for the great. Yo, this is amazing. America coming together as one and being able to say we want Joseph Biden.
Thank you to all our delegates.
Let's go.
Come on. That was so sweet with the grandkids. Yay!
We're going to bring LaTonya Millhouse back in as we're listening to R&B legend. He's definitely a legend in my books, John Legend. Hey, LaTonya.
Hi.
All right, we're going to... Usually, we would stay for the closing. We're going to end right there as far as our watch of the convention for tonight. We ask that you guys tune in tomorrow night for night 3. LaTonya, real quickly, we're a little pressed for time. Amazing roll call, amazing speech by the next First Lady, Jill Biden. Are you excited? Are you on fire? What I want to do is, instead of us kind of having a long dialogue, I'm going to let you answer that question, and then I'm going to give you the pleasure of giving our closing remarks tonight. It's not the soapbox like ENP, but it's the closing remarks of the DNC for tonight of how you feel. Okay.
I'm super excited. I am super motivated. I've been motivated. I've been excited. I have my personal reasons for being here. January the 6th, my life changed. Cousin that I grew up with, just like a sister, she died. Lack of health care. She left us with a 16-year-old and a 6-year-old. She was 46. Prior to the coronavirus, Black women were dying at an alarming rate due to lack of health care. And so all of that has kind of been swept under the rug and behind the scenes based on the coronavirus. But I am still fighting that fight, and I'm on a mission to fight that fight until my last dying breath. My life was changed and turned upside down. I can only imagine what that looks like for others that have family members and mothers and sisters that do not have access to health care. So not only am I super excited about our presidential nominee, but excited that we can actually get our current president out of office. And we need to stay motivated, stay focused, and work on that. I also have a son that's draftable, and I do see your president sending us to war, and I'm just not interested in going to war. Making America great again is the Great Depression, the Great Pandemic, and the Great Economic Downfall, or going to war. I don't want any of those. We're in the midst of a pandemic with coronavirus. I see us going to war, and this is killing our economy. So America is not that great to me anymore right now at this point. So I am super excited about the chance of getting him out of office. And we need to start now, start talking to people, holding people accountable for going to vote. And they need a plan, not just asking them, hey, are you going to vote? What's your plan to vote? We need a plan A, B, and C, because we're not sure what the coronavirus is going to look like. I'm not sure what the pandemic is going to look like. And at this moment, we're really not sure how many poll workers we're going to have. I know the city of Birmingham and Jefferson County put out a call for all poll workers or new poll workers, anyone that's interested in being a poll worker. And we're talking about our chiefs, those that run the voting box, not those that work, outside the polls or watching the poll worker. No, we're talking about those people that actually run the voting stations. There's a shortage. So we need to have a plan to go vote. Don't ask somebody, are you voting? We need to know when you're voting, how you're voting, and how you're going to get there, who's going to go with you, and where you're going to vote. Be surprisingly or not, there's going to be some polling places that are closed. Some that currently were at the library were closed. They had to relocate those at this last election we had on the runoff. They relocated those, and those people did not know that until the day of. They went to report, and there was nobody there. So we need a plan to vote. What is your plan to vote? Plan A, B, and C. That is my challenge tonight, is to have a plan for you and hold 10 of your family and friends accountable to where you're going to vote. What does that look like? What is the plan to cast your vote? Period. End of story. So that would be my close out. We need to come back tomorrow with a plan.
As the people would say, period, with a T on it. That is the part of the purpose of the calls. Tomorrow night, y'all, let me iterate real quickly. We'll have a list of those that will be speaking on tomorrow evening. It's the last night of the Democratic Convention. We will hear from now the Democratic nominee for president, Joseph R. Biden, former Vice President of the United States of America. LaTanya will be joining us tomorrow, hopefully. Cleo will be joining us. Antoine Womack will be joining us. Lanny Malone and a host of other political consultants will all be in this room to talk.
Well, hold on. What's with the boys club?
Huh?
What's with the boys club?
Your name. I said your name.
I know, but I'm the only female. I'm definitely gonna be here then.
Well,
I'm
listen,
definitely gonna be here then.
We welcome Julia Juarez to be a part. Maybe you can get Julia or somebody to join us.
Okay.
Listen, so y'all, my time is absolutely gone. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to the DNC for giving permission for us to streamline through that. Thank God for last minute phone calls. Y'all, I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay motivated, stay encouraged, and remember, all you need is one motivation. We'll be back here tomorrow night. We're going to start a little early tomorrow night just to have time for commentary before the show. Have a great night. God bless, and God bless these United States of America.